Thank you, Shruti, for this warm welcome and a dhamakidar introduction to us. Thank you very much. A lot of nervous energy because, as you all know, while I can speak and speak and speak, this kind of setup gives me a little bit of chills, but I'm going to try and do my best. But you know, one thing I can proudly say is that in this room, I need no introduction. That's one thing I know. But for some of you who are new, for Colonel Sir and a lot of new people, my name is Diana, and I am the founder of Bloomingdale Public Relations, company that I started a little over 12 years ago. Why? Stupidity perhaps, but I don't know. But I think it's been the most defining moments of my life, because had I not taken that step 12 years ago, I wouldn't have been here with all of you beautiful people. I mean, just look around, look at each other and just see you guys look so amazing. You guys feel so amazing. It's such great energy in the room. So thank you, all of you. This AGM is not an AGM just about numbers or growth. It's about celebrating all of us, celebrating the beautiful year that we had, and celebrating the beautiful many years that we're going to have. I'm a little extra nervous today because I have Shubho sir sitting in front of me. He's somebody who I think I've grown up in front of. From age 21 to 31, 10 years of my journey was in front of him. And while he was the CEO of another division, he was more like my sounding board. Anything that would go wrong in the PR division, I would go and cry in front of them. Ki ye hua, wo hua. So it's good to see you here, sir, today. Thank you very much for coming. Colonel sir, thank you very much too. I've heard great things about you from Vikram, and I'm looking forward to your presentation. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and join us today. Thank you. So last year, some of you were there for the AGM, not most of you. I think a lot of you are fresh faces. If you remember, we had our presentations and our AGM in the office last year where, our office was fairly new, so it was exciting, and we had our projector presentations, everyone speaking about the year. And in the end of it all, Vikram told me that, Diana, next year, I want to have the AGM at a hotel. I want to do this in a boardroom. And I want LED screens behind, and I want round tables, and I want everyone seated comfortably and doing these presentations. So Vikram, this is for you. This whole vision and this thing of ye ho sakta hai is only possible because I think you shared that with me, and it's only then when I thought it is happening. So thank you very much, Vikram. Thank you so much. Mera bus chalta, so you guys know me, to save money. I would have again done it back in the office, ordered pizza, got you guys to fly down and had a good time there. But that's what shared vision and that's what shared partnership is like, right? I mean, it's only because of this partnership that we share is what I'm able to think and dream beyond, which I, in my individual capacity, can't imagine thinking. Okay, so Vikram told me again that speak about the journey, something that most of you would have heard over and over again at BD presentations, but I'm going to reiterate it. Sorry, I'm going to choke multiple times today because this is a little emotional for me, seeing all of this. Log kehte hain that when your children grow up, suddenly you're like, bada kab ho gaya? When did this child grow up? Wasn't he little like yesterday? And I'm getting the same feeling. Weren't we little like yesterday? Weren't we like a very small team working out of my house, out of my living room, on the couch, 4 of us cramped sitting together? अरे मम्मी मेरे घर में एक ही एसी था, बेडरूम में, लिविंग रूम में एसी भी नहीं था, and we would blast that AC so that बाहर एसी की हवा है, and when we would give up, we would all go sit on my bed and work. So I miss those days. I miss those days of making khana hot on the gas rather than a microwave. I miss those days of I remember my husband would come home in the evening and start sweeping the floor because हम चारों लड़कियां काम करती थी, हम सबके बाल झड़ते थे. So he would come home and he would dust the couch, sweep the floor. So I miss all those moments. In fact, a very interesting thing was when we started out, work from home back then wasn't a thing, right? But 3 of my colleagues joined me and had faith in me and started working with me. So one of them told their mother कि हाँ, I'm working with this company. तब startup culture भी नहीं था. So she said, I'm working with a PR company. So her mother was like, ठीक है, you've left Plan Man, you're working with a PR company, good, great. One fine day in the evening when she was talking to her mother, my cook would come in the evening at 6 o'clock, as usual घर था, so 6 बजे वो आती थी, and this girl is talking to her mom और मेरे kitchen से cooker की सीटी बजी, and then her mother was like, तू कहाँ काम कर रही है, cooker की सीटी क्यों बज रही है? So we've had all those fun and funny moments, but when I look back to where we are now, I can't. So thank you so much, guys. We started in 2013, after me having worked for a PR company for 10 years, yes, I worked in one place for 10 years. It's unheard of right now. It's like illogical for a lot of you, but yes, I gave 10 years to one organization, ground up, did everything from business development to client servicing to media to whatever, ask Shubho sir. Like, we've done everything, cutting, filing, pasting, all of that. So we've done all of that. I wouldn't have left, but I've seen my mom being an entrepreneur. I've grown up seeing her run her own business for as long as I remember. She started it when I was 2. So she's a 40-year-old entrepreneur, an entrepreneur when entrepreneurship wasn't a thing. Entrepreneurship for women wasn't a thing at all. So she started back then. She started not because she had a choice. She had to put food on the table. So that's how she started her entrepreneurial journey. I had the luxury to start, to maybe fail, chala to chala, then we'll see how it goes. But for her, it wasn't that. But in her, I have seen, I've seen courage, I've seen conviction, and I've seen the consistency that she's been going on and on. And even today, she's almost 70, she still runs her business. Back then, when people would ask her, Grace, tu karti kya hai? And she would be like, हाँ, मैं कुछ करती हूँ in corporate gifting. She would never own up to the fact that, hey, I'm an entrepreneur. Because वो था ही नहीं तब. Today, I'm proudly saying I'm an entrepreneur. But, I feel that I haven't even scratched the surface of the kind of hard work and mehnat that she has done. So a lot of the foundation that I have is my mother and is my 10 years of really, really, really putting my heart and soul into one organization. Again, coming back to 2013, started from home, really, really small. I thought कि एक साल घर से काम कर लेते हैं and then, we'll see how it goes, whether it's working, not working, and we'll figure it out. In 1 year, when I thought कि ठीक है, सब चल रहा है and we can scale up and add more people and maybe add a client or two, that's exactly when I got pregnant. And I thought, okay, pause again. So for almost, say, 3 to 4 years of Bloomingdale, it was a very घर से काम करने चलने वाला mom and pop kind of setup where I then took a house downstairs on rent, which my sister bought. So because there was a baby and the nanny and chaos and noise. So office was niche, ghar was upar. I don't remember maternity break. I don't remember anything. Like, I don't remember my pregnancy or any break, nothing. It was all just happening and flowing together. My son and Bloomingdale, got raised together. My son keeps saying Bloomingdale is my older brother. And when I sent him I showed him the screenshot yesterday, he kept looking. He's like, where am I? Where are you means what? So then he got me to add him. So he's there in some pictures. He's like, listen, I'm a part of Bloomingdale. And I yeah, of course. So yeah, that's how we've sort of grown up together. Another interesting thing is, as we kept growing, we, like about 3-4 years ke baad, we moved into an office, moved to a commercial space. One thing led to the other. We started operations in Singapore. Again, I don't know why, no logic. But yeah, that gave us like a larger global vision, and optics to look at, like more like a worldview and be seen as an APAC and GCC and India operating agency versus just a small boutique agency in India. So we started that, and I think that while it started really slow, it's thriving right now. And when Maithili presents, she will tell you more about it. What else? So when we completed about 10 years, somewhere around 23, I hit a standstill where ki yaar, ab aur kya karu? What more? What can I do? And I spoke to this mentor of mine, and I said that, like, can you tell me how do I scale up? And he looked at me and said that, Diana, कि तुम यहाँ तक आ गए हो, भगवान की दया है, इसके आगे तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. And I was like, what do you mean कुछ नहीं कर सकती? He's like, yeah, it's God's grace that you've reached here with whatever limited knowledge that you have, but I don't think you can scale up. I said, what do you mean? He said, yeah, because you've not worked with you've not worked with multiple agencies to gain multiple knowledge. You've not worked on big clients. You've not worked with bigger agencies. So what you've done, and this is great. But I said, but I want to do more. And then he said, then you have to get somebody to work with you hand in hand and make this bigger. मैंने कहा यार ये कहाँ से मिलेगा? But he left that thought with me, and I left. I walked over. I have time now, Vikram. Yeah. So then I just left with that thought, and then I remember next month I went to my village, a small town in Kundapur. My parents built a home there. And we were walking around, I went to a furniture shop, and there my eyes met someone. And you guys want to know who I met? Who my eyes met? So in this small town in Kundapur, in the middle of absolutely nowhere, I see Vikram. And Vikram sees me. And I looked at him and I said, "This is Vikram Kharvi jaise dikhta hai," because Vikram Kharvi has always been this very, very famous person in the PR industry. He's been doing PR for PR the most, ad factors, fancy brands, worked at lots of great places, 27 years of work experience. I said, "Ye wahi hai." But I was like, "What will he do in Kundapur?" And he also saw me. Did you know it was me? Yeah, he knew it was me, but I mean, he must have thought that कि यार यहाँ कहाँ आएगी? And we just like sort of went अपने रास्ते. कुछ दिनों बाद, I was on Instagram and I follow him on Instagram. He put a mandir ka reel. He goes to mandirs everywhere. So that one mandir ka reel I saw, and that mandir was a mandir in Kundapur. मैंने कहा, अरे ये तो यही था. So then I wrote to him I DM'd him and I said that, "Hi, was it you?" And then he was like, "Yeah, was it you?" And then we started speaking on that. So that, and then again a couple of months ke baad, then I again had a conversation, left it at that. Then a couple of months ke baad, he called me in the middle out of nowhere saying that, "Listen, Diana, I've been with Ad Factors for 14 years right now, 14 years, and I feel that it's about time that I do something new, and I'm looking at my next step." Maine kaha, "Okay." Then he's like, "Can I come and meet with you? Because I think you've had a very similar journey where you worked with an organization for a long time, and then you've started." Maine kaha, "Yeah, come." And in my head, I'm thinking ki bakra, कि बकरा आ रहा है चल के. So मैंने कहा, "Yeah, Vikram, why don't you come and meet me?" So we met here only at Meluha. So this hotel is very special to me. So we met at the lobby downstairs, and I was like, "Yeah, come, let's catch up." So caught up, and he was telling me that, I've done this, I've done that, ye wo. And I'm thinking of starting. मैंने कहा, "यार, why do you want to get in the jhamela of starting out? Why it's so tough, and look, I've done this for 10 years, I know it's so difficult." And I kept meeting him over and over again and telling him कि यार मत कर, it's not the right thing to do. And after several meetings of sort of brainwashing him, I finally popped the question. I said, "Vikram, will you mind and work with me?" And he was like, "Where did this come from?" But even he took some time, because for him, it was leaving a large organization with 1,600 people, a fancy ass salary, a huge office, a huge cabin, and coming and working for me, who works in a tiny little office. बहुत, I think 1 साल तक तो विक्रम के पास कुर्सी भी नहीं थी. फिर 1 साल नहीं, almost 6-7 महीने, फिर he bought his own chair. थक के कि ठीक है यार, they're giving me a chair, I'll buy my own chair. So for him it was that, okay, leaving something so big and so stable and working with me just because I had a vision that I was able to share with him, and somewhere in his heart, he knew that that's also was something that he wanted to do. So it was April of 2024. He said, "Okay, I'll come on one condition. I'll come for a couple of hours every day, and I'll come as a consulting director or some such thing." मैंने कहा, "तू आ तो जा, then we'll see." So then April he came. He had this whole welcome Vikram thing in the office, cake cutting, all that we did. And फिर वो आया, he wasn't able to leave. It's been 2.5 years now. So I said that you take it slow, see how it goes, and from the outside we look really good, right? Ki women run, itna kuch kar rahe hai, but from inside we're circus, we're absolute circus. We're getting better now, but it was more like there's no method to my madness, because for me, each day would run me. I wouldn't run the day. It would be like, आज कहाँ आग लगी है, आज कहाँ आग बुझानी है, कल क्या है. I would just like play it literally by the day. But when he came, he said that, "Listen, no, we need to have a vision. We need to know where we want to go in 3 months, 6 months, 6 years, 10 years." And I was like, "Acha, ye bhi hota hai." He taught me to look at the P&L the way P&L is supposed to be looked. He taught me how to look at, employee cost and team cost and KPIs and documentation and things which were like alien language to me. I didn't know all of that, because you know how we worked, right, sir? जो हमें पता था, हमने कर दिया, and that was the rule. So we never really had any set processes. So again, thank you, Vikram, for bringing that method to my madness, for making humans of the monkeys that we had in the organization, and for all of it that we're sort of seeing right now. And then in 3 months, he said, "Okay, I'm ready." "I'm ready for what?" He said, "I'm ready to be announced as CEO." I said, "Are you sure, Vikram?" He was like, "Yeah." So I think in 3 leap of faith, that and the fact that, okay, he saw himself with us building something, and that's how we started. And it's been about almost 2 years of Vikram. So there's like a pre-Vikram era and a post-Vikram era. I keep telling him. So sometimes I tell him, I was like, "No, that's pre-Vikram. That didn't happen while you were there." But yeah, it's been beautiful. A little over 2 years with him. It's been phenomenal. 12.5 years. It's something that, we've had fun building. We've had people come, go. We've had people stay for some time, for longer. But one thing I have seen that when people come and work with Bloomingdale, they take Bloomingdale in their heart wherever they go. I've had people who fought with me and gone, but again come back to me in a couple of months and said that, listen, yaar, I'm sorry, but this has been my most memorable time working with you and the team. So I'll invite you guys to office. Come and see the energy. Come and see how we work, how we operate, and it's been phenomenal. And it's all of you. It's not something that we've created. I think it's everyone's energy that sort of builds into what we are today. Our theme, again, I didn't, ye sab to mujhe pata hi nahi tha, as usual. So Vikram said, we need a theme. I said, again, theme for what? Then he said, no, the AGM has to have a theme. So then I thought of this song, and I said that let's sort of base it on the song. And he said, okay, let's call it Fly Higher. I said, fine. So Fly Higher is not about Bloomingdale flying higher, Fly Higher is about each one of us flying higher and doing work that makes you proud today better than yesterday. What you do should be better than what you did yesterday. It's about each one of us delivering better today compared to what you delivered yesterday. It's about you guys flying higher here. Even if you're here for a couple of months, couple of years, 2 years, 3 years, you want to stay like Pavan, 8 years, 9 years, no problem. You can just be there and sort of like just be the better version of yourself day after day. And when you guys do it for you, if you are the better for you, that's when we... Right, I'm paused. So it's all about you guys. It's all about, like I said, we're building your careers. While you're here, do your best. No, that's okay. That's okay. So while you're here, do your best, give it your all. Like I said, do each day better than what you did yesterday. Go all out, outperform, surprise yourself. Go back to sleep thinking, yaar, ye maine kya kar diya, ye maine kar diya, I can't believe. And when you do that, and when each of, don't forget Bloomingdale, do it for yourself. And when you do it for yourself, automatically Bloomingdale will grow and automatically we will fly higher. So that's that from me. Thank you very much for listening to this little story that I had. Thank you.
Shruti, before you begin, I just wanted to tell you something. This lady has always been like this, crazy, mad. When I met her for the first time, she asked me, how much salary do you draw? I told her a X figure. So she said, yeah, sure, we'll match that. I said, what's your retainer, monthly retainer that you make? She told me exactly around the same figure that. I said, oh. Yeah, but we started small, and because of this habit of hers to just take risk and just go, we have done whatever we have done so far, and we'll fly much higher.